Hey guys, Sam here with the Film Fan Club talking about La La Land starring Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. It's been talked about a lot this awards season as potentially one of the best films of the year. But is it really? Yes. This movie's awesome, okay guys? It is unlike anything I've seen this year. This is a lot they don't make movies like this anymore. Let me get to the plot. Okay. Ryan Gosling is a pianist and he's a jazz pianist. He loves jazz and he has big dreams. He wants to own a jazz club one day. And Emma Stone, she's an actress. She works at a coffee shop right now. She wants to be an actress one day and she goes to a lot of auditions. And they meet and fall in love, and it's a love story, and it's a musical, and it's set in Los Angeles, and it doesn't sound like much just based on that plot. You got to really watch the trailer. I'll put a link to the trailer or something in the description of this video, or just check it out. But it is an ode to classic cinema. Really, this film it kind of harkens back to a lot the musicals like Singing in the Rain. Rest in peace, Debbie Reynolds, by the way, and Casablanca, movies like that, and it's able to kind of take a lot of tropes from all those films and pay homage to it, but it doesn't feel like it's just, cut and paste from this film put into this film. The way that this is from the director of Whiplash, so the way that the director is able, I forgot his name, sorry, is able to bring us this story, but pay homage to all these classics, and then also make us care about these new, fresh characters who could rub you the wrong way potentially because they're both, they're both dreamers in Los Angeles, and that could be kind of, stereotypical, and it's not. It's really done in an awesome way. I kind of thought about this while I was getting ready for this review, and it reminds me of Birdman a little bit, whereas Birdman's kind of at the end of an actor's career. This is really at the beginning of an actor's career, and whereas Birdman played on a lot of the tropes of a struggling actor trying to refigure out who he is creatively, this is all about getting started creatively and getting just trying to go to auditions and find a role that fits you and find the right match and following your dreams. Really, this movie's really, it has a lot of great jazz influences. It has a lot of just let's talk about the songs. I listened to a couple of the songs, Another Day of Sun and Someone in the Crowd, because they're both in the trailer, and those are amazing songs. They're actually the first two songs of the film, so I was really happy that for the two songs that I had chosen to listen to over and over again, but leading up to see the film, were at the beginning of the movie. So it was just like after that, it was all pretty much new stuff. I love those two songs. I love Lovely Night. I love City of Stars. I love the audition song. I love the epilogue. Just for a second, the ending of this movie is a little bit different from what I would have expected, and I love that about it. This movie is surprising. This movie is it's amazing. It's awesome. This is a great movie. I'm just kind of gushing about it, really, rather than kind of giving you a comprehensive review, and I apologize for that. But hopefully, it says something about how much I loved this film. Preface real quick. I guess too late for preface, but context. I love musicals. I do like Moulin Rouge is I think a great movie. Les Miserables is a great one. Mamma Mia is a guilty pleasure of mine, and if you watch a movie like Mamma Mia and it's like a fun jukebox kind of musical where they have some story and then they stop and then they sing for a little bit, and then you see a movie like that and it's not a good movie. Mamma Mia is not a good movie, and it kind of gives a bad name to musicals if you think about it. But then you take that kind of similar tone and feel and apply it to La La Land, and it's got a great story. It's got great characters. It's got a great chemistry between the actors. This is the third time that Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone have played opposite each other as love interests. So, chemistry is there. You can tell this is from the director of Whiplash, who he has a passion for jazz music, so all the jazz influences there are on point. The music's amazing. As I said, this story, it is beautiful. It breaks your heart at times. It has surprises to it, while at the same time a lot of classic homages to some of the great films. I feel like I haven't seen Casablanca or Singing in the Rain. The only reason I know that has a lot of those homages to is because of their effect on popular culture, and that says something about it as well. But I mean, I really need to see Sing in the Rain now. I need to see Casablanca. I feel like such a poser or something talking about how it's this film, you know, brilliantly pays homage to those films. But I feel like part of the reason that the director, you know, made this film is also because it's a great film. It's a great story, great everything. But also to get people like me who really may not have paid attention to movies like Singing in the Rain and Casablanca, etc. I could go on, to pay attention to those older classics and realize like, hey, this is a modern version of what they used to do back in the day. This is what used to be what filmmaking was. This used to be what movies were like, and so it's really cool to get to see that. And there were a couple things that I guess I should, on the con side, the lip sync is a little obvious at times. Like, I mean, what musical isn't, except for like Les Miserables where they sang on set, but that's something my girlfriend Hannah noticed about it. They do make some story choices that you might disagree with at times. The characters might act a certain way or do a certain thing that you might disagree with. But I mean, if you don't like that and that kind of, I mean, it bothered me a couple of the decisions that the characters made. But the reason I was so bothered by the decisions that they made was because I was so invested into this plot and into these storylines and these characters and their and who they are and where their dreams, what their dreams were and where their lives were taking them. And it's just a great movie. Go see this movie. I feel like I'm gonna sell it short. I mean, I really loved Nocturnal Animals as well. I think these films are pretty equal as far as like filmmaking and story and everything like that. I personally like more lighthearted tales and more happy movies, and this movie is that. This is a lighthearted, happy musical, and it's awesome, and it's the best version of that you could probably make. Well, though not being a perfect film, it's a great film, I think. So, I'm going to give it the same score that I gave Nocturnal Animals. I personally like it more than Nocturnal Animals. So far, I think it is the best film that I've seen this year, and it did not let me down. I had ridiculously high expectations for this film, and I don't think it let me down. So you should go see La La Land. It is a great movie. Please see it and listen to the soundtrack. Listen to some of the songs if you're a musical person, but you kind of have to, you know, it depends for you. But anyways, it is amazing. This is a great movie. It's not a perfect film, so I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. Hey, thanks for checking this video out. As always, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well, @SamuelD. Carrico. Have a good one.